Welcome back to Bricks and Trips. You might not be able to see it, but it is absolutely throwing it down once again today. That's not going to stop us though. We're here for the Christmas event at Drayton Manor Resort. And right at the front of the park, you absolutely know it is Christmas. There's a massive Christmas tree. Look at it all the way up there. Could do with a little bit more in the way of decorations, but I do quite like these frosty festive stars. Looks like they're going to light up at some point, maybe later on today. But not much more going on in terms of the entrance. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more festively decorated than Legoland Windsor was last week. Go check out that vlog if you haven't already. And straight off the rip, coming down Main Street in front of Thomas Land, this looks fantastic. Look at all these Christmas trees. They have spared no expense at all. Honestly, after last week, I'm just so glad to know that some theme parks are willing to afford a little bit of expense at Christmas. Look at the Christmas trees, look at the fake snow, and look at Thomas Land. That's fantastic. I absolutely love it. You've got Thomas with his reindeer antlers on. There's Christmas trees in pretty much every corner that you want to look at. And just because it's Christmas doesn't mean that the shows are stopping. 11 o'clock, can't wait. We'll definitely be there, don't worry, Mr. Controller.
Merry Christmas! Right, come on, we know you can all be louder than that. We said, Merry Christmas! Yes!
Dusty, this is going to be the best Christmas ever.
For the controller of the railway himself, it's Santa Claus! Make some noise! Hello, everybody! And Merry Christmas! Yes!
And this is already the second photo opportunity I've seen in the park as well, which I don't remember seeing any at Legoland last week. And the Thomas Land show's still on at the moment. But what I will say is, it makes you want to stand out in the rain. It's so inviting, it's so fun. There's so much songs and music, everybody just wants to sing along to it. It's great. And like I say, it is raining today, a little bit less so than Legoland. It's very misty today. But you can see, it's just pulling in the crowds. Everybody wants to be here for this. And they've even pulled out the snow blowers. Love that. We are about 40 minutes in, and this has already eclipsed anything that I saw last week. I promise that's going to be the last comparison I try to make to Legoland, but it's hard not to. We're off to the Sodor Airport Cafe for lunch. We're here, they may have some festive treats in store. Pigs and blankets and roasties, they'll do. Well, I'd say it was a roaring success. Spent about 20 quid, got some of the spud shenanigans with garlic butter. They were pretty good. I mean, they were just potatoes with garlic butter, so you can't really get them wrong. Jacket potato, a couple of bits of cake as well. Not too bad at all. The rain has started coming down a bit more now though. Even Sir Topham Hatt has his brolly up. But even though it is raining, there's so much stuff that you just can't help but want to walk around and to see everything. I'd say about half of the rides are open in Thomas Land, like the submarines are closed, one of the little train rides is shut as well. But for the most part, everyone's just having real good fun. And Dusty and Rusty have been around all day having a great time. Do well. Thank you. Brilliant. I do love that. A little bit of the sort of crowd interaction. They do it so well here. But I think it's about time we visited the rest of the park. Thomas Land has been absolutely ace so far. Honestly, 9, maybe 10 out of 10. I don't think there's much I'd change at all. If the rest of the park is half as festive as it is here, we're going to have a very, very good day. So we've actually decided to branch out a little bit today. We've decided to spend the £20 each to go and visit Elftoria, which is going to be sort of the Christmas village. I'm hoping that that's going to be really good. I've not seen any of it yet, but from what it sounds like online, it looks really promising. And we've also booked in for the Cinderella Pantomime as well, which is going to be in the Falls Theatre right in front of Gold Rush. I'm not sure I've ever seen a proper panto at a theme park before. Seen a few shows and they're normally pretty good, especially the Towers ones in the recent few years have been great. But we'll see how this one is. But first, tunnel of lights in the middle of the day, so you can't see anything at all. They're definitely on though, at least paying the electricity bill. But everywhere you look, there's presents, there's Christmas trees, there's little tiny festive like statues and stuff. It's so much fun here. And I've seen some of the festive food that's on offer. They've put a little bit of it on the website. So there's some specials only available in Elftoria, but it seems like every single one of the food stands, the stalls, all the restaurants all have their own little bit to play as well. That's something I've not seen in a long time. The pirate ship is finally working again. I think that's been down all season. And they've got an outdoor stage here as well. They've got slightly more than the 3 picnic tables that Legoland had though. Nice to see you, Laurie. How you doing? Well, welcome to Elftoria. Another fantastic photo opportunity right at the front. I love the elves, they look great. I think this would be a great opportunity. If only it weren't for the fact that it is absolutely sodden in there. I told you it's been wet today. But you spin around and Elftoria is calling. Oh my lord, it looks incredible in here. I don't think the camera's going to do this justice, honestly. They've got snow all over the trees. They've got little sort of shacks in the back as well. So all the rides here are open 4 till 6 today, but only if you've got a ticket to Elftoria. Like I say, it was £20 a person, which is a little bit expensive for a theme park extra in my opinion. But so far, just from first look, I'd say it's going to be pretty good. Now, I can't help but thinking, obviously I know it's 12:30 and it's not meant to be open yet, but why not stick some barriers over it? Because I just think it's a little bit unnecessary. It feels a little bit quiet, far too quiet actually at this point in the park. Ride times across the park are ridiculously quiet today. I mean, Accelerator is currently a walk-on. They've just sent a train around with 4 people on it. Queue for Accelerator is huge today. This is it. And from a walk-on to an Accelerator to a walk-on on Gold Rush as well. They're sending around half-empty coasters. I love days like this. Look at that. Like half of the coaster's empty. I know this isn't really a negative, but what I will say is Drayton Manor, you need to advertise this event more. You're missing out on so much custom. Let people know the big rides are open. There's no queues on anything. I'd pay full price to come today. And honestly, I think this is the first time I've been to a theme park all year where I can say that I would pay full price and I would be just as happy as any other day. Because with walk-on rides and all the theming, all the decorations that are up everywhere, I am absolutely astounded by the effort that Drayton Manor have put into this. For that, nothing at all the way up. Now, I am an annual pass holder for Drayton Manor, as I have to be. I think that's a legal requirement. But what I will say is, if I'd have come today and paid full price, I think that this has been the best value day I've ever had at a theme park. And it's 1 o'clock. We've got 5 more hours. I'm absolutely stunned. I'm lost for words, genuinely. What an incredible job you've done, Drayton Manor team. So they have got the Enchanted Christmas Grotto available today. We haven't booked onto this one just because we're actually seeing Santa tomorrow, but just from the outside it looks really impressive as well. I dread to think how much they've spent on fake snow here, but it's worth every single penny. So the Christmas Grotto isn't badly priced. It's £10 a ticket, regardless whether you're an adult, a child, a baby, everybody has to pay £10 to get in. And that's full price, bear in mind. So it's not the worst price I've seen for a Christmas Grotto. I mean, Legoland last week was £40 if you wanted to have a child with 2 adults going. So £30 here, not bad in comparison. And it's about a 15-minute experience, so they say. But it's not just meeting Santa himself, there is some activities in there. They're all listed up on the website, but it looks really impressive for what it is. Look at the new fountain show! God, this is impressive. There's like no advertisements at all what time these shows are going on, not that I've seen so far. That was cool though. And supposedly that's the end of the rain today as well. So not only were things looking bright before, they're looking even brighter now. I can never remember what this area of the park's actually called, but pretty much everything in it is open today. Maelstrom is, Wave Swinger is, the Wave is. The only 2 which aren't open in this area is the Rapids and Stormforce 10 as well. But honestly, who wants to go on a wet ride in the weather like it's been today? Oh yeah, Adventure Cove, the most memorable name on earth. Oh, now here's what I wish I'd seen earlier. A festive feast burger, pulled turkey, caramelised onion chutney, brioche bun. Yeah, I'd be down with that. And the Polperro Express has been changed to the Twinkle Express. So this is a £5 upcharge per person, which I think is probably the only thing on the park which I think is a little bit steep for what it's going to be. So it's still going to be the exact same train ride. They've not retracked the whole thing, not to my knowledge anyway, but just put some Christmassy statues up and stuff. I think we're going to give this one a miss today. But with all the effort they've gone to across the whole park, I wouldn't be surprised if that was fantastic as well. I think £5 is just a little bit much for how much I would like to spend. Maybe they should have just included that one with ticket price. It does look pretty cool though. And it is worth pointing out, we've done loads and loads today. It's verging on 2 o'clock now. We've got the Panto 2 till half 2, one of the first extras that we paid for. And we haven't even had a chance to do the zoo yet. The zoo's open at Christmas. So for the price of park entry, you're getting rides that are absolutely empty. You're getting show upon show upon show. You can probably hear one in the background. That's about the 3rd show that I've seen today. You've got the water show at the front, you've got the Thomasland shows, you've got Rory and Laurie as well. Absolutely incredible value. And all the staff members, they look happy, they want to be here, they want to help you, and they're just having loads of fun. Drop me a comment below. Let me know if you've ever seen a theme park as empty as this. May as well get another couple of rides on Gold Rush in, because let's face it, this is top 3 family roller coasters in the UK. And importantly, when I say family coasters, I mean 1 metre plus family coasters, because there's loads of coasters which cater for that sort of 1.2 metres and above, especially Alton Towers looking at you, Merlin. But here you've got Gold Rush, you've got Accelerator, you've got Troublesome Trucks, you've got Jormungandr when you're at 1.05. There is so much variety for those kids who are sort of 4 or 5 and are wanting to do the bigger rides. It's the end of November and they're all still open. It's so impressive what the park's able to do. I mean, just pick any point in this park, do a 360 and everything screams Christmas. Well, after another snow-filled extravaganza, onto the Cinderella Pantomime. I can't wait for this. So the Cinderella Pantomime is on at the Falls Theatre. Only an extra £5 per ticket for this one, and it says that it's going to be a half-an-hour show, so let's see how it is. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Loads of effort again in here. I have absolutely no fears at all about this pantomime. If I'm anything less than impressed, I will be amazed. Well, from up here, it looks absolutely brilliant. There's going to be no recording through the actual show itself. I don't want any spoilers at all for you guys, but I will give you a full review afterwards. And I will say, it is lovely and heated in here as well. We've just come out of the Panto. 10 out of 10. The actors on stage, they did such a good job. It is very sort of like amateur dramatics, but that's always the intention with a Panto, and it was so much fun all the way through, really interactive. They got the audience up and down, and actually they used the 4D cinema really effectively as well. No spoilers, but if the parents know, they know. For an upcharge of £5, I challenge you to find any pantomime anywhere that is as good as that one is in there. I'm sure that they could do with a staff member somewhere around these fire pits, but nice that they got some marshmallows to toast in. So, it's about 3 o'clock. We've done all of the rides, which is absolutely fantastic for only getting here about 10:30. So we're now moving on to the zoo, which I actually didn't think would be open today. I'm really glad it is. It's a nice sort of change of pace to the rest of the day, and it would have been such a waste to not have this open. And there's no better place to be on a day like this than inside the reptile house. Oh, it's lovely and warm in here. An often overlooked part of Drayton Manor. It's really big in here, and they've got loads of interesting animals. So I think we've got some meerkats in here, along with some big old turtles. Tortoises, I suppose, technically in the back. What I thought were meerkats were actually dwarf mongoose. And of course the radiated tortoise at the back. How could I be so wrong? In fact, it's so hot in here. It's definitely hat off kind of temperature. God, look at that guy. He's having a great time. And so am I, to be fair. What really impresses me is that even here, where it would have been really easy for them to overlook, they've still included Christmas decorations all the way through it. So they've got trees, they've got a sleigh, they've got presents, they've got the balloons, and of course another great photo opportunity. And it is starting to get a little bit chilly now, the sun's just starting to get down, and honestly, if I went home now, I'd already be satisfied with everything that we've done today. The Christmas food was great, the ride availability is brilliant, the fact that there is no queues for pretty much anything is an absolutely ideal day at a theme park. If you're considering coming in the next few weeks, just book it, absolutely book it. They've got some bundle tickets online which include the park entry and all of the experiences that you want to do as well. Honestly, I couldn't recommend it enough. So the zoo is very, very quiet today. You can get around to everything, see everything that's actually out. They've got a few enclosures that are all closed up and a little bit quiet today. But down at this end of the park, they've got a second Santa's Grotto. So Drayton Manor has gone through a lot of effort this year. So not only have they got the main Christmas grotto over at the back of the castle, they've also got a Send Grotto. So the Send Grotto just behind me over here is designed for those with sort of like special needs or, you know, just needs a quieter experience. Apparently the main grotto is, you know, quite fun, quite intensive, quite interactive, whereas that's a little bit of a quieter experience. Really impressed by Drayton Manor taking those extra steps, because there's plenty of kids who would love to see Santa, but it might just be a bit too much for them in the moment. That is a brilliant idea. More people need to get on that. Can we get on that? It's time for the Thomas Land train. Does look much better in the evening time. Well, I do think that everybody who's left at the park now is all waiting for Elftoria. A lot of people moving over there at the moment. The show's back on though. Just a phenomenal investment for Drayton Manor this year. I love it. Welcome back to Elftoria. And so once you're in Elftoria, I think that all of the rides are open from 4 o'clock. So 4 till 6, they've got Jormungandr, Thor, Sleipnir and Loki as well. And interestingly, I've never been on Jormungandr before, so I'm looking forward to this. No, it's only a self-propelled mine train sort of ride, but it should be good fun. So we've just done the snowball fighting. That's good fun. Kids versus adults. Unfortunately, we lost because apparently I am rubbish at throwing snowballs. Not enough practice. I'll sort that out this Christmas. But apparently this is the main event for Elftoria, so something to do with Christmas tree maze things and big teepees. I'm really looking forward to this. This looks great. And Elftoria is seriously impressive. They've got, must be nearly 100, 200 trees in here, and the 2 massive teepees at the back. Wonder what's in store for us. Just as a heads up, you're meant to get scanned in on arrival. I don't think we did. You're meant to have sort of like wristbands just so you get on the ride. So ride queues should be really short in Elftoria, but we haven't got the wristbands. We're still here. We have paid for entry, I promise. We've been scanned in elsewhere. Well, the first elf show was very fun. It's a little pranking workshop. Kids seem to really enjoy that one. And apparently we're now on to TP number 2, where we are making gingerbread. So we've just come out of Elftoria, and I think the feedback I'd probably give on that is that whilst it was good, don't get me wrong, it wasn't a bad experience. I don't necessarily think that this part of the day has been worth an additional £20 per person. If you look in isolation, it's not dreadfully priced. I mean, you've got 4 exclusive rides with Thor, with Loki, with Jormungandr and Sleipnir, and then the extra 2 bonus things. So that's the snowball fight session and also the main sort of Elftoria, which we've just done. And I think had they priced this at around maybe £10 to £15 a person, it would have felt a little bit more value for money. But I suppose it really depends on how much you value the exclusivity of the rides, because if they weren't included, if it was just for the snowball fight and just for Elftoria, I would definitely not be feeling great about it. If you compare it to the other things that Drayton Manor has been doing this weekend, so the Pantomime was £5, the Twinkle Express was £5, the Santa's Grotto was £10. To be double the price of anything else that's here, I think it needed something a little bit more. And if I really think about it, I think what it was missing was at the end of the Elftoria experience, if the child would get to go away with like a little mini elf or something, you know, something to take back with them, a little bit sort of like memento of their experience, I think it would have changed my opinion of this drastically from a relatively small, cost-effective thing. I mean, ultimately, this area of the park is absolutely dead right now. Every single ride is a walk-on. So if you want to get on and get around 4 rides 100 times, you probably could do. But if you come in here just to do the elf stuff, I think that's probably a little bit pricey for what it is. Maybe what they could have done is have the individual Elftoria experiences cost about £5 each. But then I think the snowball fight would have definitely been a bit of a rip-off at £5 because we were in there for about 3 minutes. And I think it's really important to note that if we'd have just had today and not done the Elftoria, this would have been the best Christmas event I think I've ever done at a theme park. And whilst I think the last couple of hours has probably detracted a little bit from the day, I don't feel entirely ripped off by Elftoria. I think £60 for 3 people is probably a little bit on the expensive side. I mean, if you look at the things that we've done today, park access, rides that have been basically dead all day with walk-ons for most attractions, the Cinderella Pantomime, those have all been absolutely phenomenal and well worth the price of entry. Maybe if at the end of sort of the Christmas tree maze there'd been sort of like a little free gift just for the children, I think that would have just completed the experience a little bit. It just felt like it was missing a little bit of something at the end. Overall, what can I say? It's been an absolutely fantastic day, and I really genuinely could not recommend Drayton Manor's Christmas event enough. Well, Elftoria wasn't everything that I was hoping it was going to be, but the rest of the day has been absolutely phenomenal. Only one thing left now, it's the Christmas show on the way. Well, what an absolutely phenomenal day that's been at Drayton Manor. I think apart from Elftoria probably being maybe £5 or £10 a little bit too expensive per person, everything has been absolutely incredible. I genuinely cannot compliment the events team at Drayton Manor enough. Everything has been spot on today, whether it's been the decorations, the shows, just everything has been exactly what I expect. If you look up the words Christmas spirit in the dictionary, this is the picture you're going to see. This place at Christmas. Do not miss it. But I'm going to have to go before my entire face freezes off. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.